YouTube clip from me, yours truly, off the top of my head for May the 15th, 2011 at 11:27 p.m. my time. I had a few things on my mind tonight. I thought I'd hop on YouTube, as I usually do, and I looked up the subject of finding inspiration on YouTube. And you know what? I couldn't find anything specifically. Well, I'm sure there's lots of different things out there to be certain, but nothing specifically on that topic. So you know what? I'm going to start a little topic on that here on YouTube. Finding inspiration on YouTube. So here we go. First thing off the top of my head. How does one find inspiration on YouTube? Now, I'm sure for a lot of you out there who've been veterans to this thing about making clips, or even for a few of you out there who are new at it but have made a few clips and just to try and see how it goes, I thought I'd put in my humble 2 cents on the subject and maybe give you guys some ideas. And in turn, perhaps maybe I could learn a few more from you, the viewers. So here we go. The first question that comes up, I guess, is how do you find inspiration on YouTube? What would you go about doing to find it? Well, I guess the most obvious answer for any of us is watch YouTube. Try a different variety of clips and see if something suits your fancy. Oh, there's lots of subjects out there. Some of the ones I've enjoyed watching are stick figures on crack, the Star Blazers or Japanimation clips that are loaded up, old spaghetti westerns that I've never gotten a chance to see, sports, bar fights, to name a few subjects. Another thing you might want to look at are your own personal hobbies and interests. Chances are good that if you like doing something, I mean really like doing something, chances are others will like it the same thing, or may have similar interests. So guess what? If you want to upload a video about something and you're not quite sure what it is you want, talk about a hobby. Talk about something you like to do. If you're a painter who has aspirations of becoming the next Picasso or Van Gogh, talk about that. Let your passion come through in what you have to say. Believe it or not, it's catchy. It's contagious. People will pick up on that. And you know what? They'll probably watch your videos a lot more because they'll hear that coming through in your voice. They'll see it in your body language as you lean into the camera and you smile when you're talking about something you really enjoy doing a lot. By the way, that precludes the subject of sex because, as everybody knows, we all like doing that. And YouTube would shut me down if I got into that subject too much. So, let's move on. Oh, yes. So what else do you want to do? Well, watch other people's YouTube clips. Now, the reason I say this is because we can all learn something from each other about how to be inspired. You know, it's a big world out there surrounding us, and we're a part of it. No matter how much sometimes we may feel alone or isolated, no, we're not really. We're not entirely alone. We're not entirely isolated. Not from each other. You know, as long as we have the means of listening in or looking at what other people are doing and how other people are living their lives, we're a part of that in some small way. And others are listening to us, or they're watching us. Not to get anybody paranoid, but that's the reality. We are interdependent on each other. We cannot exist without each other. And consequently, we can all learn from and teach something to each other. Does that make sense? It certainly does when you think about it from a global point of view. So if you're looking for inspiration, look around you. Look at how Joe Blow or Jane Doe or Larry Curly or Moe are doing what they do. Chances are that there might be something there of interest for you. I know it certainly is for me, ever since I've started watching YouTube. Indeed, even before that, ever since I started picking up newspapers and reading books and biographies and started looking around other people and seeing what they were doing, I've always been fascinated with how they get along, and what they do and how they do it, and even why. So there's a lot of inspiration to be had there. Still not sure? Well, look around at the events of your daily lives. You know, look at your friends, your family, your neighbors across the street. Read newspapers, books, watch television. Get out and live, and then take those experiences of your life, the ones you call your life, and talk about them. Share them. Put them out there for other people to hear and see. 9 times out of 10, they'll probably appreciate it in some small way. Now granted, there are going to be haters out there too, but you know what? That's part of the reality as well. And it's all about reality. It's all about sharing you, which is why this is obviously called YouTube, is it not? Now, I hate to make it sound like it's such a simple thing, but truth is very simple. And again, that's the reality. Truth is all around us. Inspiration is all around us. And more often than not, if you realize it, you'll find that truth and inspiration tend to go hand in hand. There can't be any fantasy without an element of truth. Otherwise, fantasy would be almost non-existent. Now, I'm not going to wax philosophical here. I'm not going to get into all that crap. I'm just simply going to say this. Inspiration is where you find it, whether it's without yourself or within yourself. But it is there. Never forget that. It's always there. It's always around you. It just takes you to open your eyes, and more importantly, your mind. Hopefully that helps. As always, I'd appreciate any feedback or comments from anybody who's watching that you might have, and perhaps we can learn something from each other. So drop me a line, or send me a video, and let me know what you think. Off the top of my head, I'm Neil W. Schofield. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you around on the tube, as always. Ciao for now.